Right, good morning, YouTube. Today is 6:50 in the morning, and the date is Monday, 7th of July. So as you can probably tell, I have just woke up, and as you can probably tell by the title, taking you through a day in the life 3 weeks out. So, if you're interested in prepping yourself, you're not prepped yourself, or you are just interested in like what a day looks like in prep. Right now I'm chasing that kind of last bit of fat loss before show number one. So taking you through literally everything I'm doing today, from quite literally the minute I've just woke up. So, solid sleep, solid 9 hours of sleep. This prep, my sleep has been absolutely amazing. Few reasons down to that, like obviously prep kind of forces you to be in quite a regimented routine if you want to be successful, and that's obviously something that I've been doing even before prep, to be fair, but it does just kind of solidify that when you are in prep, and definitely something that will be taken into my off season. But honestly, just that consistency in your sleep is the biggest thing. Like if you want to be successful in any venture of life, but especially physique development and bodybuilding, starting with a regimented sleep routine, is so beneficial just for that consistency in your routine. Once again, setting yourself up that having structures to your day goes so far. And like yourself, if you've been regimented with a sleep schedule, like your sleep is just so much better, and you wake up feeling so much more productive. Like the people who say like they're so much more productive at night is just simply wrong. If you wake up early and you go to bed early, you're so much more productive, so much more productive. Like if you say you're more productive towards the end of the day, like your body automatically starts winding down for the day and getting into that kind of state of sleep. So yeah, morning hydration going down, the berry hydroflow. I'm not sponsored, but I've literally had that. I literally had berry hydroflow like every single day for the past literally 2 years, like every single morning, and in my intro workout. So yeah, that's how good I think it is. Honestly, I probably should try some different hydration flavors, because there obviously is so many. But what's saying, like if it's not broken, don't fix it, kind of thing, and I enjoy it. So yeah, we've got that going down. Then we have got usual morning routine going down. So no cardio today because today is Monday legs, and if you know me, if you follow me on Instagram, you know that Monday legs is a historic day of the week. So I'll get some of that fun for you as well. But I'll try not make this video too long and not really training based. But I probably now from show day I'll try and get 2 videos out per week. Just because I enjoy videoing, like these videos, like I like just pressing record and kind of chatting. Like you seem to like it as well. And just as we get closer to show day as well. Actually, last night I was planning some very exciting stuff for YouTube, which was just getting some show day kind of show day video in place, which is very cool. So morning hydration going down, usual morning routine. So as I said, sorry, no cardio. I'm actually not sure what the plans are today in terms of food, because we usually run our kind of weekly high day. Like it's not like guaranteed set in stone in place. Like it is just a case of kind of assessing like day by day, implementing more food when needed. But usually Monday is that kind of day. So I actually need to log my weight in the sheets this morning, which was 65.9 kg, which is not a new low, but still pretty similar to the new lows that we've had the last 2 days, which is 65.7 kg. So yeah, I usually am up like a little bit after rest days anyway. So yep, 65.9 kg this morning, which is lovely stuff. So yep, need to go to the usual morning routine, which will just be kind of vacuums, practicing my vacuums, and then getting my check-in shots sent over to Joshy Fit, then get out on a morning walk and wait for his reply and the kind of plan of action for the day. So take you through my check-in, and I'll give you a little update myself while we are out on the beautiful morning walk. It's an absolute beautiful morning this morning. And if you're watching this, if you're eating a meal, enjoy it. Be grateful that you can eat a meal. If you're doing cardio, be grateful you can do cardio. Enjoy it. And if you're watching this pre-workout, hope you have a good session. But let's have a good day. Fucking prep, man. Prep is a beautiful journey. I just put a post last night like prep dump. If you follow me on Instagram, go follow me on Instagram. Shameless plug, but Like, it's just a fucking beautiful journey, man. It's a beautiful journey, and it honestly has just kind of solidified. Like, obviously, I'm not finished my prep yet, and I'm only about halfway, and this is where it really starts to, probably get a little bit tougher, yes, but starts to get exciting now, and I fucking loved every single second of this, and I'm extremely grateful to be doing this every day. So put a smile on your face and whatever you're doing, be happy. Like, the way you go about your day and actions is determined by yourself, like the way you want to go about it, your perspective, your mindset. Like if you go through life fucking miserable and angry all the time, like that's down to you at the end of the day. You can control your emotions to a certain extent. So wake up with a smile on your face and crack on and enjoy your life. You know what I'm saying? Be grateful. But I'm just fucking yapping now. Right, good morning people. Hope we're well. I'll probably put the check-in kind of over this, just to kind of compact the video a little bit so it's not too long, as I probably will be filming quite a bit. But out in our morning stroll, no phone, no headphones, obviously got the camera here, but usually just kind of on my own, started the day off right, 15-20 minutes. When we look at it from a kind of scientific research perspective, which is not why I do it, but if you want to kind of get into that, like just getting out in the morning, exposing yourself to that sunlight exposure first thing in the morning has so many benefits, but more so just the mental benefits that it provides, in my opinion. Just starting your day off right, in the right headspace. Like, look at the fucking beautiful morning, and you'll see the walker going, like it's a beautiful little stroll with the birds chirping. Just starts your day off right, gets you in it. Like, no matter prep off season, no matter where I am, I'll always do this in the morning, and I feel like it to be extremely beneficial. So I definitely do recommend it for yourself. Getting that in your routine, literally first thing in the morning before you do absolutely anything. Get out on your morning walk, and like you love it. Like I do love it. It starts your day off right in such a positive note. So that's the reason for that. But check-in, so happy with it. Obviously you can kind of see it now. Very happy with the shots. Like Josh is so happy as well. Like weirdly quite full. Like which like, so obviously yesterday's a rest day. Usually off the back of that, like obviously with running like 160 carbon rest day, like I usually am like a tad flat, and that's kind of why we do run this kind of high day today. But got a plan of action back from Josh. We're putting in a little bit of extra food today, so not a full high day, because we don't need it. Realistically, we don't really need this bit of extra food, but we are just being cautious, making sure that we are keeping the physique fresh, which is the reason for this kind of extra food. Just keeping the physique fresh, especially, like 3 weeks out, like 13-14 weeks into prep now, getting pretty lean, like pretty close to stage condition. The amount of fatigue that I can, accumulate is getting greater and greater. The increase in the likelihood of me losing muscle is also greater and greater. But obviously, there's obviously quite a lot of other factors to determine there, like training and stuff. But fucking hell, my arm, man. Jesus, I don't know how these vloggers do it, man. But yeah, little touch and little bump up in food this morning. So 400 carbs going on today instead of the usual high day, which is 500 carbs. But what are we on training days now? Like 285 grams of carbs baseline. So an increase of, what's that, 135 carbs. An extra 135 carbs going on today. So I'll go in, plan my food for the day. I did run this on last Monday, so I've got it in my fitness pal somewhere. I'll just kind of go and find that. Yeah, 400 carbs going today. We'll take you through that as well, which will be good. Excited for a little extra bit of food. Last few days have been fairly quite hungry. Not anything crazy. Like I'll be very surprised if I ever struggle with hunger or anything this whole prep. Like my appetite is pretty low in general. Always, a little bit extra food, won't go on this. So yeah, looking forward to that. And most importantly, why I'm looking forward to high day is it just gives me that little bit extra energy, but to my training, you know what I'm saying? So Monday legs, high days, there's not much better than that. So that'll be good. And glad I picked up the camera today. So yeah, reason for why we want to stay fresh, is just especially going into that first peak week. Like, first of all, as I said multiple times in my videos, the first show in 3 weeks time is simply just a warm-up show. So we don't want to let the physique fade and almost have to dig myself out of a hole by like feeding my, like really just dropping off fatigue. Like, we want to just keep my physique fresh pretty much for like obviously, if possible, ideally, like the whole time, this whole prep, we're obviously getting leaner, but obviously making sure that, you know, we're finding that balance where, you know, we still are pushing to get in stage condition and we're coming in stage condition for the main shows, but we also aren't letting the physique fade. Because, you know, if you're quite new to bodybuilding, you may not know this stuff, but like, there's there really it is a kind of tight rope that you are walking on when you are, and when you get deeper in prep, and it's just finding that balance of keeping your physique fresh but obviously getting leaner, and that's why we're running like one high day per week. You know, like I've still got another 6 days worth of fat loss for the rest of the weekend, just freshens yourself up, especially if you are pretty depleted just from like a mental standpoint. Like it'll literally allow you to like exert more. Like you don't realise that even like the pace that you walk at, for example, can change due to like, you know, the energy that you have available, and like your training, like, especially if someone's like not in your training, but you know, if they're given it can honestly allow them to have a little bit more effort in their sessions, which obviously your effort should be 110% throughout all your sessions, but it can give you that little bit which will obviously let you exert more and realistically put you more like in a deficit over the coming days. So that's the reason for that kind of mini high day going in today. So I'll take you through kind of the changes, and also take you kind of meal by meal. But obviously it's not a full day of eating, but we'll go over that anyway because it's like a day in life, show you what I'm doing. So more hydration going down. First thing, obviously I'm pretty sure I said, but no cardio today. No cardio on leg days. So cardio is just 30 minutes on the bike on upper days, and then rest days is my posing rounds. And then this morning we did 2 times posing rounds in the morning, did my vacuums. No matter what the day is, I always wake up first thing in the morning, do my 2 times posing rounds. So that just consists of 5-second holds, each pose, 2 full rounds, every single morning. And I've got that post workout as well. And then on my rest days, I've got my kind of like posing cardio, you could say, just kind of practicing like my posing stamina pretty much. And as you can kind of tell and see, like there's just a lot of posing. My posing has definitely got miles better, miles better, and I'm very happy with the position it's in. But just kind of solidifying that, and also there will be small tweaks to kind of make here and there. You know what I'm saying? So always looking to improve. Even, you know, that takes me into another topic, like being a coach myself, like I every single day, I always take the time to, you know, when I'm on walks and stuff as well, going to the gym, like I'll always have some sort of kind of podcast on, always looking to improve, always learning, and taking at least like an hour of my day, on learning, educational, just expanding my knowledge and not being that kind of like stubborn coach who thinks, you know, like I know all, blah blah blah. Like, there's always so much more to learn, and always like having that kind of open mind to the process, you know, like not thinking, you know, the way that I do it is the correct way, because as you know, there's many ways to go about this whole process. And you know, top level coaches as well, like just listen to those who have been there, done that, walk the walk, most importantly, which is something I've talked to in our YouTube video. So always looking to learn. Once again, if you are interested in online coaching, there'll be a link in the description sharing this little plug. But coaching lately has been getting quite busy, so extremely grateful for that. And once again, extremely grateful to be busy in prep. That is something that I have found to be extremely beneficial. Obviously, still allowing myself to kind of wind down and like not being too stressed out. Still living that kind of low stress lifestyle, which I'm extremely grateful that I have the opportunity to do so. However, being busy in prep is such a good thing. Like it almost just takes your mind off. Like the worst that you're gonna feel in prep is when you're just bored and doing nothing. And like, you're in your own head just thinking about everything. So yeah, I'm enough yapping. Gonna enjoy this little peaceful morning walk as usual. Because I spent talking to you a lot. So much love. Hopefully you enjoy the YouTube videos. Next, I'll most like to see you for meal number 1. So you can finish your steps, crack on with a little bit of work, and then it should be time for meal number 1, not too long. So let's get it. Right, we are back. Let me just take this nose strip off with meal numero 1. So high day, mini high day, going in 400 carb as we can discuss this morning. Absolutely no changes being made to this meal. Usually when it's a mini high day, like a little, you know, 400 carbs a day, I will just keep meal 1 the same, and then when it's a full high day, I'll add a little sourdough, a little bit of sourdough into this meal. So yeah, whey cake has been honestly just perfected, literally fucking perfected. with the raspberries on the side. So absolutely beautiful stuff. Got Mr. Elliot Gibson's YouTube video on for the meal one watch. But I have been enjoying following Elliot's YouTube videos just because we are competing at the same show. The same first show, which will be PC 93. So Elliot, if you're watching, I'll see you at the show. And well, no, we won't be in the same class obviously because I'll be a junior, but he will, well, to be fair, we could compete if we both in our classes and go into the overall, which would be exciting. But yeah, that'll be cool. Just enjoying watching that. So meal one go down. It is, what is the time? Oh, look at that. Prime. Spot on. 8 a.m. Meal one go down. Let's get it. Right, chickens wrapped up. Little update for y'all, and kind of wanted to go over one of the chickens that I kind of done today, and then one of the messages that I received. So we're going to talk over Ryan's progress. This man has made an absolute shit ton of progress, and I'll put up the message that he sent me yesterday because it did put a massive smile on my face. And this is one of the things that separates my coaching. Like, realistically, anyone can put a training plan together, put a meal plan together, but it's so much more than that. At the end of the day. But the passion that I have and obviously the effort I have, like, you know, like, obviously how kind of meticulous I am in the process, but also know that people think, you know, my coaching, like, I just coach bodybuilders just because of the way, like, obviously I go about the process and I'm obviously prepping myself, but I coach many other people. Ryan obviously has competitive aspirations. However, I also do coach a lot of, you know, lifestyle clients who, like, at the end of the day, the plan is tailored towards them, and the kind of almost like intensity of that plan, if that makes sense, is tailored towards them. And it really does depend on your goals and the level you're at, and I do know that as a coach. So yeah, don't think that my, you know, coaching process is so extreme just because I prep myself. I know that the plan needs to be tailored towards the client, so just wanted to go over that. But yeah, Ryan has made an absolute shit ton of progress. Once again, the message just put a massive smile on my face, like, just spreading that passion. Because I put so much effort into all my clients, like, that passion is just very easily spread and kind of rubbed off towards them, which is absolutely amazing, and one of the many reasons why I do love this job. And yeah, so Ryan is 16 years of age, which is absolutely nuts, and has aspirations to compete as a team bodybuilder. He has like 2 years, he could literally compete in 2 years, have a 2 year long off season, which is so scary to think about, and we have so much time on our hands. But absolutely nailing the process. We've been working together for around 10 weeks now. Training is absolutely skyrocketed. Like, as you can see in the message, stiff legs, he's literally took his stiff legs from 130 kilos to 165 kilos in the space of 10 weeks, which is absolutely nuts. Just going to the gym, getting stronger, nailing our shit. Everything outside the gym is literally perfect right now. Like, I've literally not had to make any changes to the plan in a good few weeks now. Body weight's climbing up. Pretty sure we're up like 4 kg right now as we started, which is absolutely spot on. And once again, having that coach by your side, having that knowledge, experience of, like, no changes are needed to the plan. When everyone's going well, people can very easily just want to kind of make a change to the plan. But once again, that is one of the many benefits of having a coach, is them knowing when to make a change to the plan. And you know, that can ruin the progress you're making if you're making changes that don't need to be made. For example, if you're pushing food up, adding in more food when it doesn't need to be added in, you're just putting yourself in too much of a surplus and getting too much body fat, which is something that we're doing literally perfect right here. And as you can see, the progress that he has made, he has literally got leaner, while putting on so much fucking muscle in a short amount of time, and so excited for his future for this man. So super happy. Once again, it's just a case of doing more of the same for this man, just simply getting in the mindset shift change in his last 10 weeks. Once again, that just fucking implementing that passion into everything he's doing has been so cool to see. It's been very fun to be part of, and wondering, and I do love this job. So as well, something I want to talk about is, like, many people want to kind of live this lifestyle that almost kind of online coaching provides. However, like, you do at the end of the day need to love coaching people and just do it for the love of the game almost. If you want to be successful, and just provide the best service possible. So that'll be a tip for yourself if you are interested in kind of getting into online coaching, is just provide the best service possible, and also get results. So yeah, like, I'm extremely fortunate to have this as my job, obviously, especially when I'm prepping. Like, I can, you know, live the kind of pretty meticulous, structured routine around my day, and make it, and almost like and almost kind of work around prep, if that makes sense. But also realise that, you know, I've worked to get here. If you want to do the same, obviously people's career paths, passions might not be suited towards bodybuilding sometimes, which once again is what it is. But for myself, I've worked to get here. I've worked to be a full-time coach. You know, I've almost paid my dues working my part-time jobs and stuff. I'm extremely grateful for the position I'm in to be able to, you know, wake up at the same time, go to bed at the same time, train at the same time, eat at the same time, which has been one of the many reasons why this prep has been so successful, because I've just been in a solid structured routine due to obviously my job as well. So yeah, if you want it, you just gotta work for it at the end of the day. So yeah, enough yap. I shall see you for the pre-workout meal. Pretty much what I've got to do now is, so chickens are done for the day. The time is about 9:30 right now, and I have got good few steps, 20 to 30 minutes of steps, get ready, and then I shall see you for the pre-workout meal, which is a big old meal due to the kind of increase in food. So let's have it. We have got the pre-workout meal, as you can see. So a big old bowl of chicken and rice, quite a lot of rice in this. This is 200 grams of uncooked sushi rice, which yes is a lot of rice, but digests super well and I enjoy eating it. So yeah, a lot of rice here, and then pretty much the only difference in this meal is an extra 40 grams of rice, an extra 10 grams of raisins. So 200 rice, 200 chicken, 40 raisins, and 15 grams of 90% dark chocolate, which comes out to about 180 carb pre-workout going in, so about 1,000 calories, which is absolutely lovely stuff. So we've got a Mr. AJ Morris leg day going down 4 weeks out back in 2021. I do like to kind of watch some sort of kind of training content for my session, just get me in the mood, you know what I'm saying? But just be kind of wary of how much bodybuilding content you are consuming. This is definitely something that I've improved on as of recent times, and like, I know, like I put out bodybuilding content, but also like I feel like having other passions, having other things to do, and not fully consuming yourself with bodybuilding 24/7, makes the process a lot easier and a lot better, like, because it can just lead out to burnout very, very easily. So just be aware of the kind of amount of bodybuilding content you are consuming on a daily basis, because it can lead to burnout. I do think it makes the process a lot more enjoyable when you do have other things to focus on. And as I was discussing this morning, when you are busy, it makes it a lot easier as well to have other things to focus on. So just something to touch on there. But this is going down. We'll get a little bit of legs filmed as well. Feel very fucking excited for today's leg session. Monday legs, it's always a good session. Get after it. Leg day is the best day of the week, you know what I'm saying? So let's fucking get it. Time to earn some legs and retain performance as well. A client was asking me as well about why what is importance of retaining performance in a deficit and a prep, and short answer is retaining performance equals retaining muscle, and especially at this phase when I'm 3 weeks out, I'm approaching stage condition. It is of even more importance, and obviously it's going to be harder to retain numbers when, you know, I'm literally lifting the exact same, if not more. It's not just about numbers, don't get me wrong. Pretty much what we want to do is we want to keep the quality of the stimulus as high as possible. In doing so, obviously retaining numbers is an aspect of that. So yeah, I'm literally not dropped any performance at all, and you know that isn't easy. That doesn't come. That's not just going to be handed to you. It all starts with the mindset, the way you approach your sets, and making sure you're giving 100% into your sessions, the sets especially, and really tapping into that sort of mindset and the way you approach a set. Like, you know, not many people can do that, and it really does show in your training, especially when I'm 3 weeks out. Like, now is the fucking time where it's going to show, and this is where training matters the most, and where most importantly it's going to show on stage. So yeah, enough yap because I'm quite hungry, and the time is, little update on news, 10:52, so just before 11 a.m. Get this down as, and once again, like now, like from when I started making a pre-workout meal, like now is like training time. Now's training time. Work's done. I'll have another work block later, which you'll see that a few hours later. But now it's time to train. You know what I'm saying? It's time to focus. Literally 100% of my energy goes into these sessions, and that is what is needed to retain performance. So yeah, I shall see you when we are in for legs. Let's fucking have it. Right, motherfuckers, we are in for legs. We have just did calves and abs. We are just waiting for the feet tantric grocers to come on and discuss something I want to talk about. Not gonna lie, not feeling 100% right now. energy isn't there on the sessions once again. Off the back of a rest day, usually do feel like that, and this takes me on to the conversation, which is the importance of this bad boy, the importance of the logbook, especially while you're in prep or you're in a depth of a diet, especially. Do not let go of this. This is your best fucking friend. Once again, no matter how you feel, obviously I'm 3 weeks out, I'm not going to feel fucking good. And honestly, I'd be quite concerned if I did feel good. So we're exactly where we want to be. I've literally never trained well-being before at this body weight, so it's going to be a fucking challenge, and I'm so fucking here for it and very excited. Like, you'll see when I feel like this, when I do feel a bit shit, like that almost puts a little bit of extra fire in my belly, because I know that when I do these fucking sets, because I still know I'm going to give 150 fucking percent, I know that when I come out of that set, when I come out of a session, I'm going to be at 1% better, and I'm going to, have bet the odds, quote unquote. So, yeah, the importance of a logbook. Like, once again, if I wasn't logging my workouts, like, I would have no accountability of like what weight to do, what reps to do, etc. Like, I have goals, I have targets that I've set for myself using the logbook by looking at my previous numbers, and I'm going to retain that performance, and I'm going to go into those sets knowing that I'm not going to drop a fucking rep today, no matter how I feel, no matter what my body weight fucking says in the scale. Like, that does not matter, and my logbook holds me accountable to continue to give 100%. And obviously talked about before in this session the importance of training performance. Like, at the end of the day, prep is not just about losing body fat, it's also about retaining every single gram of muscle that you've built in off season. If you let your training slip, it's going to show in your physique. You're going to flatten out, you're going to fade away, you're going to lose muscle quite literally, and you're not going to produce a good look on stage. It's that simple. So at the end of the day, there's a lot of people talking on Instagram and stuff, and something I was talking to Mr. Harley Pitch about, there's a lot of people talking on Instagram. But results fucking talk. Progress speaks. Listen to the people who are making progress. Listen to the people who are at the top of the game. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, about to get after it. I'll probably just get my pendulum set filmed. I forgot my camera tripod, so I'll probably just get Lou to film it. But tweaked my lower back last session on this, but it's feeling good right now. So I'll probably will just swap out the leg press for a single leg press, and then I might just add an additional set on the pendulum. Like, I've usually only do one set, I might just do 2 sets there, and then 1 set in the leg press, just because it is single leg. I don't really want to do 4 fucking sets. So time to get after it. At this stage, how you feel does not fucking matter. I've got numbers to retain, I've got targets to I've set myself targets, and I'm going to fucking smash them into waters, you know what I'm saying? If not progress. So let's get fucking after it. I'm just going to head on. This is where the session really starts. Abs, calves done, and so the hamstring and the big boy with the pendulum. So let's get it. Let's fucking go. Let's see that. Let's fucking go.
2 weeks, mate.
Good fucking set.
Let's see it.
Good fucking set. Let's go.
Hands.
Yeah.
Fucking let's go. I'll fucking slow down now. That's it. That's it. Six shots now. Let's see then. Yes. I'll get him out. Let's fucking see then. You said it. You said it.
Right, so happy, that's it. Once again, just a slight adjustment to this. Really fucking controlled.
no pausing whatsoever. Making sure I'm really controlling that second half of the rep, especially that control, change of direction, sorry. Just because my lower back, it's just feeling a bit, just not 100%, and being sub 3 weeks out, there's no reason to do stupid shit. Yes, that was slightly lower reps, but in demand of the weight, lower back felt solid. That last rep could have been there if I, bounced out the hole a little bit or slightly let Metsushi slip, but that's not what we're here for. I'm very, very happy with that set. So yeah, I'll do another set here. As I said, I'll usually only do one set here. I've literally not done 2 sets in a squat pattern in literally years, so we'll see how that goes, but I'll take 3.5, once again, same execution, 3.5 plates, get a good quality set, and get a lot of the quads without making a lower back work. Once again, like, now's not the time to be doing stupid shit and making injuries / niggles worse. Being 3 weeks out, that is just stupid, so being smart, getting high quality set, high quality stimulus still, while working around injuries, so yeah. Now it's Lewis's turn. I'll get his set filmed as well. 3.5 plates here. He's not gonna fucking miss. He's not gonna fucking miss. So let's get into it.
Not someone that misses, mate. Not a fucking chance.
Let's go then.
Who gives a fuck what's fucking happening?
Control.
Oh!
Yep. Get aggressive.
Fuck you, man!
Let's go. 4 reps. Yes, it's there. Good. 2 fucking more. 2 fucking more. Yep. At least 1. Let's go. Yep.
Yeah! Fuck you, man.
Good shit. Good fucking shit.
Right, we are back with the post-workout meal. Solid session ticked off. I think the last time I talked to you was just before Lewis's set, then I got Lewis's set filmed, so solid session. Just a few slight adjustments which I kind of went over with the pendulum set, but ended up not doing the 1 set of leg press I had and just added an additional set of the leg extension. Still getting 5 high quality stimulus sets in, so no worries there at all, just because lower back was feeling a little, I could just feel it, like it wasn't anything creative, but I was just feeling that after the 2 sets of pendulum, so I just left out leg press, did an additional set and leg extension, and a solid session overall. As I said, it certainly wasn't just feeling 100%, which once again, at this stage is expected, and nothing kind of abnormal, but the time is 4:15. Let me get it up. What times yet? The time is 4:15, as you can see. So yeah, as you can see, quite a big gap between a pre and post workout meal, just because it does take me quite a while to travel to and from the gym. It takes me around like 30 to 40 minutes usually, there and then back as well. So quite a little bit of distance there as well. And then Josh was in as well, my coach, if you're not aware. Mr. Josh Seafit, and we were chatting to him. He was getting an in-person look, he's not seen me in a while, so it was good to kind of get that there. He's happy. I'm happy, just cracking on this last bit of fat loss. He said, like, we're actually talking, like, don't really need to be much leaner than we are right now, just for the first warm-up show. Like, as I said, it's a warm-up show. So, yeah, plan of action for the rest of the day is eat this post-workout meal, then I'll get an Instagram post out, then I have 4,500 steps left, so I'll get that in like one big long walk and then a little walk after my last meal. Still going like a 30-40 minute walk after this, pretty much, after I put the Instagram post out. Get back to clients. I'll spend like an hour or 2 on WhatsApp, pretty much just reviewing training footage, getting back to clients, and it'll be the kind of work for the day finished off, and I'll probably just start editing this after that, chill out, and that's pretty much a day in my life, pretty much. I'll take you through that. So yeah, what is in this meal? So we've got 100 rice, 200 chicken, and then 80 grams of grape. So pretty similar to the pre-workout meal, just a slight difference with the kind of secondary bowl. But something as well that I need your help with is if you've got a Ninja Creamy, do let me know, because I'm thinking of purchasing little prep purchase, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not really hungry
not food focus, not struggling with volume, however, it'll just, it's, you know, I like ice cream, didn't go miss. I'm saying it's something that interests me because I have tried one before. Mr. Leo Hamlin, if you're watching, I've tried his before, and it's very, very good. And I think it would be a nice little addition to the meal plan. So who knows, next full day of eating that I get up either next week or the end of this week might have a little creamy and a little change to meal plan, which would be cool. So they are on sale. That is the only reason why it has, you know, caught my attention. But listen, even JP has a Ninja Creamy, you know what I'm saying? If JP can have a Ninja Creamy, I can have a Ninja Creamy, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, cope. But good get this down, this is like a much larger meal post-workout to what I'm used to. So, nice little addition of rice, which is absolutely beautiful, and this will go down an absolute treat. And we'll crack on with the rest of the day. So, solid session, another positive session in the books, which is, I don't think I've actually yet to have a bad session in prep. And once again, that is because everything's just on check and the mindset going in. So a little bit cooked after legs, which is probably what you should be, but eat this and I shall talk to you most likely with my last meal. And I'm just going to do what I said I was going to do, to be honest, just get back to clips, a little bit of work, and then chill out because resting is just as important. Unwinding down, resting, chilling out is just as important as training itself. So let's go. Rightio, we are back for the final meal of the day. Time check, people. 7 o'clock, 7:15. Yep, that is my full day of eating. I did literally just start editing this. First of all, everything has been ticked off for the day. 12k steps daily ticked off. Work ticked off. Happy clients, making progress, doing what they should be doing, and everyone replied to it, which is lovely stuff. So, yeah, last meal going down. As you can see, I'll throw up here. This is what we have got. So quite a bit of extra sourdough here. 125 grams of sourdough compared to the usual 50 grams. 190 grams of 5% state mince made into little burger patties. Little 10 grams of dark chocolate on the side there, and 80 grams of raspberries with 1.5 grams of salt in this meal. So 8 layers of fluids for the day. 8 grams of salt for the day, and total macros are 220 protein, 400 carb, and 45 fat. I know it's not a full day of eating, but I'll just run through that anyway. But yeah, that is my full day of eating. As I said, I did just start editing this, and I can see it is going to be slightly longer because I have yapped quite a lot, so I will wrap this up here. But that is my full day in life, what I get up to every single day, pretty much like, you know, 6 months, the majority of my days looks like this. And you know, if you look at this and think it is monotonous, like how the hell can I do this, like it's very boring, etc., then bodybuilding and prepping probably just isn't for you. And that is something I wanted to go over, is making sure before you start a prep that you've actually went through the process of bodybuilding, you've actually lived the lifestyle of a bodybuilder before you actually look to start prep, because as you can see, it is quite, I wouldn't say like boring, like this is literally like, I dreamed to live this lifestyle. Like I fucking love this lifestyle. Like I this is literally my dream life right now. And I know it might seem boring to some, but prioritise my day around training and just optimizing my routine to do with bodybuilding is literally a dream lifestyle that I've wanted to live for a while. And I obviously worked hard to become a full-time online coach to be able to do so. So also we discussed that earlier in the video, but yeah, if you want to do it, work for it, you know what I'm saying. And once again, if this is just how every day looks, and obviously tomorrow I've got 30 minutes fasted cardio in the morning because it's an upper body session. I've got 3 cardio sessions a week, on top of all the posing. So literally the only difference in my day tomorrow will be as I'll wake up at 6 a.m. instead of 6:30, do my 30 minutes fasted after my posing rounds and check-in shots, and then I'll just be the exact same. So this is pretty much how every day looks, and insight into how someone who is 3 weeks out getting as lean as possible, stepping on stage, this is what it looks like. And you know, as I said at the beginning, if you're interested in what a prep looks like, this is pretty much what it looks like every single day. And you know, it's a beautiful process. I fucking love this process. I love every single part of my day, especially like training means a lot to me, and the time around training, as I said, I'm so grateful I can prioritise it and put everything into training, because that does truly mean the world to me. It makes me happy, and that is my passion. And my passion is also my job, which I'm extremely grateful for, which I've literally just finished. So I've got the sheets up here, but yeah, life's fucking good. The sun's out, prep's going fucking superb. We've got our final meal going down. Smile.
Hope you have a good day. Hope you have a good night whenever you're watching this, and I shall see you in the next video. 20 days out. 20 goddamn days to the first show, which is a warm-up show, but we're still 20 days out, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, hope you enjoyed. Very much enjoyed making these, and I shall see you for another YouTube video in prep. Goodbye. Love you all.